Happy Halloween, everybody. Welcome in to the channel. It is officially October 31st, 2024, and that means one thing here in the United States. It means it's Halloween. Hopefully you can hear this. I'll check the audio as I introduce myself. I think most of you know me as Rockstarflipper, but tonight, do you know what movie I'm from? Do you know who I am tonight? That's right. I thought it appropriate, since Tuesday is officially election day here in the United States, that I would be the guy from the Purge, the election year. Yeah, welcome in. That's my Halloween costume. For the evening, I wore this to a party about a week ago, so some of you saw that in some of my Instagram and TikTok pictures and videos, but that's the costume for tonight. It is almost 5 o'clock. The kiddos start coming around 5:36, so I just got dressed, figured I'd film a cool little Halloween skit for you guys and show you a little bit about Halloween here in Florida. It's like 80 degrees, so when you wear costumes even like this that aren't overly hot, you get hot. I know some of you don't celebrate Halloween, that's fine. If you don't, feel free to skip this video. I totally understand, no hard feelings, but some of you love Halloween. I watch a lot of you on Instagram and Facebook and other social media sites, and you guys do a really great job. Some of you go all out, so I do appreciate that. We usually decorate more, but decorate a little bit, and we just love costumes. I'm a definite costume guy, and I definitely love scaring and creeping out the little kids. If you've seen my costumes from years past, I'll try to find one and post last year or two's costume where I was the big troll ogre looking guy from The Hills Have Eyes. I actually bought it from a guy that makes costumes and masks for Universal Studios here in Florida. He owns a shop called the Horror Dome, HORRORDOME. You can look him up online. His stuff is not cheap. Full warning, that costume was like $500, but which is why I went a lot cheaper this year, but he's super good at what he does. He's amazing. And his store and his online shop, he doesn't sell on eBay, I don't think, but his online shop is available at horrordome.com. He is incredible. Bar none, one of the best I've ever seen that makes costumes. So that's what I love to do. I love costumes. This one was cheaper. I bought this right off Amazon. It was the Uncle Sam costume. So we got like the pants and everything. I think it was like 40 bucks off Amazon. And it came with the hat that you just saw me wearing. I ordered the mask separately because they didn't have the full costume, which was odd. They had one from China that was stupid looking. So I ordered this off eBay for $15. So the whole get up with the American flag was $55, I think. And then this was the creative part where I had to get very creative. Nobody had this. Obviously, this is part of the picture. I'll show you guys again from the movie. This came from Walmart. If you look closely, this was neon green. See it? Neon green. Some of it's chipped off from the party. This was neon green with orange tips and orange everything. I actually bought 3 cans of spray paint for a couple bucks. Red, white, and blue. And then I bought some craft stars from Walmart, just some little stars. You see that? And so what I did was I spray painted the entire gun white, let it dry one day. Then I came back out, had to keep flipping it over and doing a couple different coats. Then I took some painter's tape, painted this red striping and stopped it right there. And I didn't care that it bled over a little because it kind of looks cool. It looks more realistic, right? And then I did the same thing on the blue. I ran painter's tape down this stripe here. And when I did the blue, I stuck the stars, I just laid them on top of it. And so they kept the blue from getting there, and that's what created the white stripes. And you got your accessories. So this was like 12 bucks at Walmart, plus a few cans of paint, some stars, probably like $20. So this whole get up here was what, like 75 bucks. I'm good with that. I always say I'm never gonna spend $100 on a Halloween costume. Like as long as I'm under like 80 bucks, like I'm cool with that. I don't like going, too big, but I had to do the Horror Dome one. That was cool. I'm pretty frugal even in my shopping for costumes. I mean, we're thrifters, right? We're treasure hunters. I thought this was pretty cool. If I had to try to find this, you can't even find this online. Somebody would have wanted 50, 60 bucks. I could sell this, right? But anyways, that's the costume for this year. I am the guy straight out of the Purge. I love it. I love Halloween in general. It's fun. What do we do on Halloween? We'll hand out candy because the kids start at like, 5:30, 6 o'clock. It'll start being a few kids coming here and getting candy at the house. So we'll do that for like an hour, hour and a half. And then generally in my neighborhood, the adults, this is the fun part. So the adults, we have our own Halloween here in Epperson. So we have about 3 or 4 neighbors that do Jell-O shots all through the neighborhood. And they create like 300 Jell-O shots and they put them out on a table, of course. No kids, adults only. And instead of us the kids trick-or-treating for candy, we trick-or-treat for Jell-O shots.
So that's super fun. We have some neighbors that actually grill. They'll have their grill set up with like tons of hot dogs and hamburgers. So if you're hungry when you're out on the route, you can get hot dogs and hamburgers or whatever that is. We have some neighbors that do wings. One of my neighbors on the other side of the street around my circle is doing wings. So that's awesome. You can grab a wing or two. Our neighbor, like, we do it right. Like, and the other thing is that the kids in this neighborhood are super spoiled because I'd say 80%, maybe 90% of everyone in this neighborhood has a golf cart. I know that sounds crazy and it sounds like first world problems. It is, trust me. The kids get to ride on the back of the golf carts or in the three-ways or whatever, or the six-seaters. And instead of getting, you know, when you were a kid and you walked around and you could only get to a few streets because it took forever to walk house to house and you got tired and your feet started hurting. That doesn't happen here. The kids just get cruised around by their parents and dropped at each, like they'll get dropped at the corner and then they can hit like 10 houses in a row and the, you know, parent drives alongside of them, jump back in the golf cart, whoop, cruise to the next street, the next street, the next street. In my neighborhood, we have 3 sections. We have South Side, North Side, and Epperson 2, which is kind of like Epperson Central. And on our central side, we have 2 huge circles with 300 houses. We have townhomes and water set townhomes. And then North Side has probably, they have 2 big neighborhoods, 1 medium, 1 big, with another 300 to 400 homes. And I know on South Side, there's like 800 homes. So there's like in the neighborhood of 1,500 to 2,000 homes. If you want to keep going, there's even more. But that's generally, people will start South Side, work their way into Central, and then cut across to North. On the golf carts, you can almost do it all. If you didn't have the golf carts, you'd be lucky to do 1 section walking. So that's what these kids experience here in our neighborhood. It's quite a life, and I wish that I had that life when I was younger. No offense, Mom and Dad, but I didn't grow up like this. So they're a little first world problem, spoiled little kids in here, but they have fun and they love it, and it's something nice that the parents here can give to their kids, and they load up on candy, and probably for the worst, because there's sugar rushes going around this neighborhood with a lot of kids that probably don't need any more sugar. But that's our Halloween. We're gonna go outside and give out this candy for a little while until we run low, or until we get bored, and then we'll all, as adults, jump on the golf carts and go do our own trick-or-treating for Jello shots and burgers and wings and all that sort of good fun stuff. And then we'll end up hanging out at someone's house to play some pool and some darts and ping pong and whatever else is going on in the neighborhood until probably like 10 or 11 o'clock. Remember, the kids do still have school tomorrow, so that's an update as well. Tomorrow's tonight's a school night. Tomorrow's a school day, so can't officially go out and get crazy tonight, but that's the plan. Hopefully you guys have a safe Halloween. If you have kids and you take them out, please look for cars. Be safe, be careful. If you're out drinking or hanging out at bars, please get an Uber. Do not drink and drive. That's why we stay in our neighborhoods, guys. We stay where we are. We don't have to go out and drive or Uber or worry about any of that sort of thing. So it's a lot of fun, and we'll be here. If you do live in my neighborhood or you live in Murata, the other neighborhood, feel free to say hi and get some candy and stuff. It's perfectly fine tonight. And I'll have another video. Speaking of election season, I put up a video today about elections affecting reselling. Go check that video out if you haven't already. I'll link it down below. I should have wore this outfit in that video now that I'm thinking about it. I am the worst creative person ever to be on YouTube, I promise you that. And I have another amazing video for you guys tomorrow about eBay's update, feedback, and all that sort of stuff. So enjoy your night, have fun, be safe, and from all of us on election year, we'll see you next time.